What's up, guys? Rob Martin here, Renegade Rob Martin. Welcome to the home of the hustle. Um, Excited tonight. I got a friend of mine named Michael Dove. He's going to be coming on here in a second. And we were talking the other day, and he's really into man, OCD's bad because you just can't stand to see the camera crooked, right? But he's gotten really, really good with the whole understanding when to post, how to post, where to post. And he was showing me some things that you guys can find out. You might want to get a pen and take a couple notes if you can, because he's going to tell you some secrets to things you can go look at and see exactly when people are looking at your stuff. So if you're doing it for business purposes and so forth. Let me grab a hold of Michael here real quick. Bam, bring him on camera. I'm excited about this tonight because, guys, listen. Matter of fact, let me get my notepad here because I don't want to miss anything important. So make sure you got something to write on, because you're going to want to take some notes on this stuff, because it's very interesting to know when people are looking, so you don't waste all your time posting stuff. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Make sure I got my volume up here. I'm always like thinking I'm early and I got everything put together, and it's like I'm always like sliding in at the last minute with this. I don't know. It doesn't matter how many videos I do. I'm never unprepared enough.
Dude, welcome to life, right?
Yeah.
And that, don't they say the best moments in life happen on a whim, right?
Yep. But listen, guys, this is Michael Dove. Michael, and we just met here on social media, but we got to talking about stuff. We got some of the same opinions on a few things. We won't get into that tonight. But Michael's not feeling great tonight, so I'm glad he showed up, because it was too late. He should have been feeling bad earlier today, huh?
Man, I've been fighting it for 4 days, man.
Hey, listen, and everybody's in so far. Mark, Ardra, hey, what's going on? Nicole, I saw you come in there. I can't see everybody that's coming in and say, hey, what's up, Matt? What's up, my man? I haven't seen you in a while. Eddie Martin, what's going on? But guys, hey, look, share this video out. There's going to be some good information here. Listen, you're paying thousands of dollars for people to tell you this stuff he's going to tell you tonight. He's not going to charge you a thing. And there's just a few little things you'll pick up here. It'll make a big difference in how people respond to what you're doing. Understanding what he knows, I have no clue. I'll be honest with you. Listen, I think the way you can always be right is to never talk about crap you don't know about. You know what I mean? So if you don't talk about stuff you don't know about, I don't know anything about what you do. I do understand the psychology of it a little bit, but I don't understand the numbers. You know, you're the zeros and ones guy. You got that stuff down to a science. So I'm excited. I will note that what got me on this is that he had been telling me what he's doing. I've been trying to pay attention, but yesterday he's like, well, go here on your settings and stuff. So I want to do that with these guys tonight, so they can see and take a look and see. So if you got a separate device besides what you're watching the video on, pull it out tonight and take some notes too. If you got something to write something down on, because you want to remember these little places you can go and find things and see what's going on with how you post, and making sure you're not wasting your time posting stuff because nobody's looking. It's really cool what I've seen there. So Michael, I'm going to let you kind of take off, tell a little bit about yourself and what got you started with this. And then, matter of fact, first let's do a magic trick. Let's just show them something cool so they can take off and have at it, buddy.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot, Rob, for having me on tonight. And it's been an honor to meet you. And you know, we get to talk quite a bit. And we really do share a lot of the same thoughts. So, yeah, I kind of look at myself when it comes to social media and digital marketing as kind of like your financial guy. You know, I mean, like you have your accountant for your business and everything else, and they do, you know, checks and balances. So what a lot of people do is with their businesses, they get on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and they just go crazy. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, so the way I tell clients and I tell people is, you know, you would never go do a marketing campaign on a paper trail or a print campaign with no objective at all. You would have a zip code, you would have your leads, but they don't do that with social media. And one of the things I shared with you today yesterday actually, was the Insights program. Mm-hmm. You know, there's nothing, you know, radio, TV, and print is not going to give you an ROI report. Let's just face it.
Yeah.
You know, they can say, hey man, we printed, 100,000 copies of this newspaper. How many actually made it into the house? Well, we don't know. We don't know how many was just given away, thrown away, anything. When you're using social media, you actually have the opportunity, and I'll use Facebook alone, to reach 2.8 billion people.
Is that all?
That's it. A very small number, very small.
I want to say, and there's some people that jumped on. We got Josh, I don't want to mess up your last name. Colleen, hey, what's going on? Mark Eckhill, Mike Chavez. And if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Frank, hey, I appreciate you sharing it out. Appreciate you sharing it, Susan. Please share this thing out, guys, because this is going to be this is good stuff. I'm excited. So and I'll be quiet for a minute, but I just want to don't even
Awesome.
because I hate that.
Yeah, and I got quite a few of my folks. Ronald's watching, so thanks a lot, man, for jumping in. So, you know, basically what I do is I'm kind of that numbers guy and that marketing campaign guy. You know, I don't want anyone to spend money and not get an ROI, because that's what we do every day, right? You get up every day, you go to work to get that return on investment. So, for example, like yesterday, we went over your insights. And you said, what's the best time to post? How many times should you be posting? The insights will tell you all that. And if you go to your Facebook page, the insights is right at the top of your Facebook business page. Click on it. You'd be very surprised. You know, the old saying is it used to be 1 to 4 p.m. was the best time to post on Facebook. Rob, I think you probably saw yesterday that's not true for your page.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
So, you know, it could be 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. It could be 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night. I will tell you, really, the worst day of the week, believe it or not, to post is Monday nights. And if you kind of, a lot of things haven't changed in the world as much as they have because, you know, look, a lot of places close on Mondays, restaurants and stuff like that. There's not much traffic. People are starting the week. They're grumpy. They don't want a sales pitch. They don't want ads. They're not going to look at anything. They're posting, I hate Monday. God, I hope Tuesday doesn't come tomorrow. Like the end of the world happens tonight. So look at your insights, guys, everyone, because that is really and here's what the insights will tell you.
No.
Not only what, oh, go ahead, Rob.
Well, a quick thing I want to say is a lot of people don't have like a separate business page. A lot of them just have their personal page. So can you see these things from your personal page, and how do you get there exactly?
It's a little bit harder. They don't really have insights. And I always suggest this, and it's one of the first things that I learned when I went through Facebook Academy was always have a separate business page. And I'll tell you why. You brand your business. You don't brand yourself personally.
Okay.
Because you can't mix the two together. You know, it's like bringing work home with you. So you want to be careful. Always do a business page because for two reasons. One, you can get certified as a business page. It's very easy to get certified on Facebook. You simply put your phone number in, send an electric bill in with your name, your business name on it. You get a nice little gray check mark next to Facebook. What that does, you become a certified Facebook page. You actually rank higher in their rankings. So, for example, if you're a plumber and you're certified, somebody in that area goes on looking for a plumber, you're going to pop up before the guys that are not certified.
Okay.
So always do a business page. I never hardly ever post anything business on my personal page. I think your personal page is your personal page and your business should be your business page. It's hard to brand both of them and separate it because, you know, a lot of feelings got hurt with, you know, we're not going to get into politics, but with the election, a lot of friendships were lost. So that's why I think it's important that you really leave the, you know, your business page to your business. Even a group page is fine. But a business page, you can really comment as yourself. And on a business page, not only the insights, can you tell what the days are of the post, it's going to tell your demographic. What percentage are men on your page? What percentage are women? What are their ages? So, I mean, it's like having a marketer right in front of right with you 24 hours a day.
It's you're looking at it right now. I'm not ignoring you. I'm actually following.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
let's do a page.
Crazy?
Let's do a page. Let's just go into, just kind of like walk through that process so they can understand what they're seeing. Because what I seen was on my group, right? I knew when they were looking at the post.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to find because I see the graphs. I mean, and listen, I'm a dummy. All right. So kind of like I teach my agents to sell people life insurance, you got to explain it to them in terms they can understand. So,
right.
That's what. So when I go in here, I see like post engagements and videos and stuff like that. But where can I see what I saw in the group? Like when people are looking at it, what time each particular day?
It's going to say on the left-hand side of the group page, it's going to say manage your group.
Well, that's group. I'm talking about on a page, on my business page.
Oh, your Facebook page?
Yes.
It's going to say insights right at the top of the page.
Okay, I got that. Now I'm in there. Now what do I do?
Okay, so I'm clicking on here right now onto mine too. And it's just as easy for me to walk you through this way.
Okay.
So when you click on your insights, you see the insights at the you're on your mobile device, right?
Yeah. Which most
okay.
90% of them are going to be on a mobile device.
It is, but I would tell you get more of a readout on a desktop for this or a laptop.
What about a tablet?
So I'll just give you some examples. So when you click on insights, a whole graph thing is going to open up. It's going to look like the stock market. You're going to see graphs going up. graphs going down, you're going to see green. What does green mean? Money, right? Green is good. Red means you're on a downward spiral. It's going to tell you organic searches. So if you're paying for Facebook ads, it's going to tell you what you paid for and what organically found you. Now, here's something new that just came out. And I definitely want to take a stop here and have everybody write this down because this is important.
Okay.
Zuckerberg, Mr. Zuckerberg of Facebook, has decided to change the algorithm again of Facebook. Now, here's what that means.
I'm glad you're going to tell me.
Facebook is a business, folks. We have to, and sometimes we forget about that because it's free. You know what I mean? It's a great free service. What he's going to do is his goal for 2018 is he wants to connect more on a personal level. So, Rob, he wants your friends to connect more than brands. So, here's what that means. You're going to have to do one or two things, probably both. You're going to have to get real creative with your posts. I'm talking creative content, something that is going to either entertain, engage, or educate people. That's the 3 E's, man, of social media. When you want to look like an expert, or you want to do something every once in a while to entertain them. So what that means is when he's gonna cut down on the brands. Right now, if you have 1,000 people on your Facebook page, let's just say, on a post that you do, less than 8% of those people see that post in their newsfeed. That's a small number. So when people will ask me, man, I've got 1,000, 1,500 people, how come I only get 2 or 3 likes? Because people's not seeing it. So, you've got to get real creative. But honestly, I think Facebook ads is what you're going to have to spend some money on. And here's what I mean by spend money. So, okay, everybody comes from the days, I'm 42 years old. So I kind of consider myself not old, but not young either. A newspaper ad today for a full page will run you, in my area, at least $1,500 to $1,800. Okay? Outrageous.
One day.
Yeah, one day ad. That's right. One day ad. For Facebook, you could go ahead and design a nice little post or have someone design it for you, drop $30 on that thing, run it for 3 or 4 days, reach 6,000 to 10,000 people. And you can target market. You can't do that with a newspaper. For example, let's just say you're selling a car. You sell cars for a living, and you want to run a special today on SUVs. So you go and you do your Facebook build ad, and you build that ad up, and you say, I'm going to put $50 down on this ad. Man, you can critique people who want 4x4s, people who go hunting, people who go fishing, people who like NASCAR. I mean, it's, country music, rock and roll.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, there is no better tool in this world. Honest to God, we actually, we were at an NADA meeting, the National Dealer Association, and they basically said, if you're not using Facebook to sell your cars heading into 2018, you're probably going to be out of business.
Wow.
And that's how serious it is, because I gave you a number earlier today. I'm going to quiz you, Rob, see if you remember it. I know we talked about it a lot. Do you remember what the percentage I told you that go to Facebook to look at a service or recommendation before they shop you?
No.
Okay, it's fine.
I know it's a high percentage, but I don't remember what it was because
78%.
Yeah, I know it was up there because.
So, and that's North American shoppers. So basically, 3/4 of North America, when they look you up, they're going to check you out on Facebook. And actually, 69% of car dealership buyers, there were 10,000 of them surveyed, said 69% of them said it's more important for your Facebook to be up to date and clean than your website. Think about it.
That's the first thing I do. I mean, I research it before I talk to them. I want to see what's going on, what they do. I don't want to get caught up with somebody that's like, because I'll be honest with you, everything to me is business in a sense, because I don't do any political or religious stuff. I don't use Facebook as a diary, I'm not
right.
My kid farts when I put in a picture of their
right.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people that are doing it. That's the purpose of being on here. But I mean, I'm trying to figure it all out, and I don't want to do something that I don't want to get engaged in negativity with people, and people can find something negative. And if it's about something personal, then I'm liable not to be able to keep it, but keep the same control level if it's personal,
Right.
So business wise, it's like some people are gonna like you, some aren't. I get that. It doesn't affect me. But when they start affecting people that you care about, then it changes the thing, and you want to keep it. I just try to stay respectful of everybody and respect everybody's opinion. But we all have, But it sounds like
we do. And
when it comes to this, it's more like it's the same principle. When you post and stuff, it needs to be kind of based on the same way that you sell. Like in Kentucky, you don't knock a door when the Kentucky Wildcats are playing basketball. You just don't do it, you know? So, you know,
That's right.
in Kentucky when Kentucky's playing. So, things along those lines, or like, look, you don't want to advertise on the days when that you were. Are you looking at social media on Mondays? I mean, I do a lot of work stuff from here, so I'm on there every day for some reason.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I noticed on LinkedIn I get a lot of views on Monday morning. Monday morning is the
yes,
and then like Saturday morning till about 1 or 2 I've noticed. And
you want to know why you get so many looks on LinkedIn on Monday morning?
Because everybody's just getting going.
People looking for jobs. Honestly, God, it's a proven. It's the #1 day of the week where people look for jobs.
I'm really pissed off at them right now, man, because some people can post videos and some people can't. I'm messaging them. They're like, "Oh, it's not available to everybody." And I'm like, "I'm paying like whatever it costs to have the daggone service. I should be able to post a video." You know, I don't know how you're determining this, but there's people doing the same thing I'm doing. They're getting more coverage than I am, and it kind of ticks me off because it's like, just roll it out or don't, but don't let some people have an advantage over you when you're on that same platform. That's not really right, I don't think. You know, we're on here fighting and scratching at the same stuff, and it's not like it's somebody that's really big. I mean, it'll just be people at the same level that me and you're at right now trying to get there, and they've got an advantage I don't have, and I'm spending a fortune to be on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I urge you to be there. So I'm a little
I mean,
about that.
You know, once again, you know, I tell everyone that I deal with, social media, you got to have a marketing plan for it. It's just like anything else. It's like if you're buying a TV commercial, radio ad, you have a marketing plan. You know, you can't throw your nephew who just got out of college because he has a Facebook page and let him run it for or her run it. And look, man, businesses do it all the time. And it's
he knows about that Facebook thing over there. He's real good at that.
Oh, so I know you wanted to touch bases on Facebook posting real quick.
Yes.
So, you know, it bugs me to no end when I'm sitting here in my news feed, I'm working or whatever, and I see a business, you know, that I will follow, because there are some businesses that I follow, and they'll post 3 or 4 times a day. So here's another little tidbit note that you guys might want to write down, because the old saying, less is more, actually works here. Facebook just came out with the new algorithm, and they're telling you if you have good content, either good video, good writing, good photo, 3 to 5 times a week is all you have to post.
There's 3 to 5. Why is that?
Okay, so in Facebook, you only get 1,500 lines of credit per day. So here's what that means. You ever notice when you sign on at 8 o'clock in the morning, you got your news feed, right? You know, your buddy's having this for breakfast and all that stuff, right? You come back hours later, you sign on to Facebook, that news feed pops right back up again, right? Sure, everybody's seen that. Because you only get 1,500 lines per day. So you have all these brands now that are figuring, okay, let me post 6, 7 times a day. I'll get my word out. Actually, the more you post, the more it hurts you in rankings. So 3 to 5 times a week, man. I'm telling you right now, you do it 3 to 5 times, you have good content, good material, you'll have better engagement.
Now, does that include, like, if I'm going to do, say I would like to do some kind of a live video every week, does that include something like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's you want to watch flooding the market with videos. You know, there are certain people that go on and they do their TV shows, quote unquote, every day, and I would do a video maybe once or twice a week. Honest to God, because your news feed gets so cluttered that it's not going to get shown anyway. So why throw away all that material?
I mean, when you say post 2 to 3 times a week, three times a week, does that 3 times include if you did a video every week? So like, this is your event. Did you have a meme, something positive? You know, I try to do something positive. I try to do a question of the day, a couple of days, not every day, but it's like every other day, every couple of days. I like to do it a couple times a week. And
I would seriously, it depends on your engagement a little bit. I really would not post. If you got good engagement, Rob, I wouldn't post more than 7 times for an entire week.
Okay. Well, that's about right. If we do a live video, we do a couple of questions of the day and a couple of positive things. And then I like to do, I'm starting to do these little, because, man, people don't like to watch long. I mean, nobody's going to come out and watch this entire video. You know what I mean?
No. We have attention span less than a goldfish now.
And God bless you. I appreciate you. Do share it out. But the reality is people aren't going to, because I don't. And that's kind of how, like, everything I do and everything I go to do, I'm like, how would I respond? And I'm a hothead on certain things and stuff. I'm like, well, if somebody said that to me, I would snap, or I'd say something. You know what I mean? If I was navigating this world, meaning, that's how I identify with it, and that's how
Right.
that's how I kind of navigate through here. Because listen, everybody's so easily offended, man. It's like, geez, now listen, out here in the world, I'm a little more loose on that, but on here, it's like you can destroy yourself because 30 people took what you said the wrong way, and you can't really have an opportunity to explain yourself, and have a conversation. So when you can't have a conversation, it's hard to fix things. Out here in the real world, you can have a conversation, and people can, they can trash you, and it's like, I have no ill intentions towards anybody.
Well, the old saying, and it holds true here big time on social media. It takes a lifetime to build up a reputation and just one bad time to destroy it.
And man, I have learned, I mean, listen, if you knew people that knew me, I didn't have a lot of patience. That's not one of my virtues, of course, but especially my wife will tell you, bless her heart, she used to deal with me all the time. But I've learned a lot of patience on here. It's like, because like they can't see that they've ticked you off. So you can just like get your breath.
Right.
You literally have an opportunity to walk away by just like not looking at it for a minute and catching your breath. It's not like somebody's in your face calling you out in front of all these people, type of situation.
Yep.
They're trying to, and if you walk away for a second, you can come back and you can comment in a way that doesn't make you look like a jackass, because people do the stupidest stuff, man. And dude, this is the craziest thing. This guy, I know this one guy, and he was always the first. You always get those handful of guys that in every circle, and every time you make a post, if they can find a way to twist or say something smart as they do, those people, they're in it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And there was a guy that was doing that, man. And listen, when they do that in any of my groups, I call them up, have a conversation. Look, man, I get it. Trust me. If I was going to play smart ass, trust me, I'm good at being a smart ass. That's probably one of my better qualities in life if I need to be that way. But I try not to be that way. I try to be respectful of other people and their opinions. And I was like, but you got to quit doing that. And then we become friends. But he still would do that. I call him up every time. And I was like, man, listen, you're going to go after the wrong person one of these days.
Right.
You're going to rope wrong. You don't know who's on the other end of that keyboard. And now I understand there's a lot of people that are really tough behind the keyboard that aren't tough at all. But there's a few people out here that you don't mess with. And he had said something smart, trolled a smart remark, and I knew those people too. And when he did it, I was like, that's the wrong person. And when it was all said and done, he's nowhere to be found on social media anymore. He's done. He got off. He's done with it. I mean, they took him down a road that he did not want to go down. And that's what happens. You don't know. But sometimes I'm like, I don't want to. Well, I don't want to be looking over my shoulder because of what I'm doing on here.
Yeah. But it's like this. You have to be careful, because one of the things I tell everyone, no matter if you post it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, it's there, man. It's there. Whatever you're posting online, look, people are gotten really smart about how they can screenshot stuff really quick and you can download Facebook videos off someone else's page now. I mean, everything's there. So, you've got to really be careful. And it, and like you said, sometimes it is hard to restrain yourself. But with you being a businessman, you're like, you know what? Let me just walk away and let them do their deal. And at the end of the day, my reputation's still there. It's good. And we roll on, just like we were talking about earlier. I gave you that little scenario. I live here in Delaware, and there was 2 plumbing companies competing against each other. Didn't like each other. So the one plumbing company spent a few $1,000, hired a company that do nothing but kill the reputation online of the other company. Within 6 months, they put that company out of business. Just with online reviews, man. Done.
I don't know if you've seen it or not. We had some videos going for a while, and there were people talking about these couches and all that stupidity.
Yeah.
But there's a story behind it, which I'm not going to ever get into. I don't want to discuss that story, but they quit. And when they quit for a reason. Because they mess with people. It wasn't even about most of us. It was about somebody else who's attached to other people, and they were just trying to go after everybody they knew. And they quit.
You're right.
Quick, man, because they realized that, oops, there's no scenarios. Oop, I done crossed the line, and you don't know who's on the other end of that keyboard and how crazy they might truly be.
And not only that, you don't know how crazy someone is, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to get the last word in, it's like, the schoolyard fights that we used to have, or the arguments. You got to have the last word, right? It just makes you look bad online.
Mm-hmm.
And people remember your last statement always. And if you're out here fighting with someone, and then next thing you know, you want to do business with that person, and be like, what? No way. I'm not touching that dude. He gets on fight on Facebook. I mean, I've I've, worked with people before about, look, do away with your personal page. Don't even post on it because you're getting crazy. I mean,
it's all ego. It all comes down to ego right there. I slipped.
Oh,
I posted something because somebody kept attacking, and then they smarted off to my wife, and I'm like, bloop, 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 bloop. I went straight for the jugular. I hit because you can tell. I psychoanalyze people. I know just my personal issues. It's not hard to see through other people got this jacked up issues that I got. And I see it, and I went straight for those. I was like, bam, 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 and it was up for about 10 minutes. And seriously, it was like 6 months of cleanup from that one moment. I was up 10 minutes. And I swore it off after that. I was like, because, listen, people that are doing those kind of things, it doesn't matter what they say. The people that think it's funny and want to engage in it, then that's not people you're probably ever going to do business with anyway. The people you're going to do business with are people look at them and say, what is wrong with that guy, man? Why would you keep attacking somebody for no reason? That's bullying.
Right.
They think they can, use their leverage because you're trying to be respectful of other people. But yeah, same. That's what you got to do. Back off. Now, listen, we're getting off subject, so here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, from a group perspective, because what I saw was really awesome. I could go in. I want to know if you can do it from your personal page. Also, is there something you go look at and see who's what time of day people are looking at your stuff? And
not on your personal page. Only in your group and your business pages.
Okay, so from a group page, because that's what you showed me that, and I thought I like.
Yep.
So anybody
if you go to, you
should
have. There should be a link on there that says Manage Group.
And where would that be located at?
Well, see, I'm on my desktop, so I'm flipping through. It's on the left-hand side of the cover photo. Once again, you're kind of limited on the mobile device of what you can get into.
It's on my mobile device, though, today. So where you told me to go, that it was there, was it? So I would go to, I go to, is it About?
No, you click on, in your Facebook group, you'll see your cover photo, right?
Yes.
It's to the left. It says Manage Group.
The little eye icon up there top.
I can't see it.
See that little eye right there? Ooh.
No, I don't think you can get it on the mobile device.
No, I did. I did it today. So when we.
Oh, you did?
Yes. So whatever you told me was.
You know what? Well, here I can explain it to them.
No, let's get there. We're gonna walk through this real quick. Hold on. So was it group info I went to?
Yeah, click on group info and see if there's something that says Manage Group.
So you go to group. Let's see if I can show where they can see it here, where it's not all weird. So
there you go.
Yeah. So if you go to group info, I'll go back here. Let's try to turn the brightness down on this so you guys can actually see it. So you go to About. Right. I went to About right there where it says see About, guys. So I go there. And then once I went there, I went to View Group Info.
And then there should be Group Insights there, correct?
I went down to Insights.
Yep.
And if you do that, it's really cool because you can actually tap on these and it'll open them up and you can see what times of day people are looking at. I'm trying to get my phone lined up here. It's on your side. I got it backwards tonight. But it'll show you what times of day over so many days or months. You can look at it from the month. Let's see here. It says last 28 days, last 60 days, last 7 days. So that's really cool that you can look at that. It tells how many comments, how many people looked at each post. You can look and see what times of day, what were your popular days. I don't know if you see this here. See that?
Yep.
That's for my group. It shows you the more popular days, which there is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which makes sense. Nobody wants to jack around on Monday and Friday. We've had enough, right? So,
yep.
And that's kind of what you're seeing. Then Sundays can go either way, though, depending on the season. You know what I mean? I think Sunday's a season thing. But you guys can see right there, there's 4 days that it was better than not. And then the best day of all was Thursday, which is tonight, right?
Yep.
And then Tuesday, Saturdays. And then I guess Wednesdays is the last, depending on what area that you live in. Now, times wise, I'm looking at like Monday, for instance. So it was around 6 a.m. was my rocking time on Monday.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
6 a.m. Who would think that? So because
go to Tuesday, it's like well, I'm trying to tell where it's at. I guess it's 6 to 12, so that would be around 7 to 9 in the morning. And that's probably based on time zone. I mean, it's probably Eastern time. So
right.
Tuesday, but nothing in the mornings. So after Monday, they're not jacking around come Tuesday. They're serious. They're going out. They're focusing on work. And then they get home. They feel rewarded. So they reward themselves with some Facebook. See there? That's kind of cool.
Yep.
Back to the psychology of what we do here. Wednesday.
And you know what you want to do with either your groups or your Facebook pages too. You want to have people coming back. And if you're consistent posting on those days, they will come back and visit you. especially if you're giving them good content, good information, educating them, they're going to come back and they're going to find you every week.
Now check this out. This is Wednesday. You see how they are?
Yeah.
I guess that's Wednesday, 6 a.m. I guess that's 7 to 9 range, right? Now check this.
Yep.
Check Tuesday out. Now you see how low everything is. You said that one little splurge right there in the morning. I guess I don't know what it is, but I guess they're ready to go back to work because they spent most of the day on Facebook the day before. Because look at Thursday. Look at Thursday. They're like back in the game.
Right. And see, and then what you have Friday night is Friday you have people getting ready to end the week.
Yeah.
So
well, let's see. Look at Friday. And I guarantee it's the same across the board. People are looking or they're not looking. You know what I mean? They look at everything when they're So I'd say for the most part, it's similar for most of us. Some people might have higher than others. But it's in the evening after work before I guess they go out and start drinking and partying and having date night, whatever they do, they get rid of the kids for the evening.
I ran a little scope test on my page one day and I posted stuff at like 1 o'clock Saturday morning, had tremendous hits. People are coming home. They're getting home. They're scrolling through their phone, trying to go to sleep. They're looking on Facebook. Yeah.
There's Saturday.
Yep.
They're around noon to about 7. And then they back out in the club.
Yep. Out clubbing.
They're doing their weekend thing. They know they don't have to go to bed. They know they can go to bed late, so they're not going to be messing around. That is really
right.
To see it because you got to think about how we live our lives. And that's how we should post is how we got to take ourselves out, especially if you're doing this all the time. You got to take yourself out of that element for a minute and put yourself, just like I teach my salespeople. If you can learn to understand what's going on in the head of the person that you're knocking on their door or whatever it is, if you get to that house and they're not in a good mood, you have to understand how would you be if maybe the kids are in a bad mood or your wife's mad because you didn't do the thing you told her you was going to do 40 times, whatever it is. If there's not something happy going on, how would you respond? And it's the same principle here on how we all live our lives on a daily basis, It's really interesting, man. That's a trip. Now, check this out, though. On Sunday at 12 a.m., which is Saturday night, look, is that drunk stuff there? Is that like a drunk Facebook boost? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can anybody, can you guys hear me? If you can, thumbs up if you can hear. I can't hear. I don't know what happened. I see you. Can you guys hear us? Can somebody post if you can hear us or not? Let me try this. That's messed up. Okay, so Paul can hear me. We just can't hear you. You want to jump out and jump back in? I can bring you back on. They can't hear you. Hey, I'm going to tell Michael to come back on. Go out. Hey, somebody post up for Michael to go out and come back in. Because they can hear me, they can't hear you. See, now I'm all weird and quiet right now. Watch it. She just froze up there. Let's bring you back in. Anyway, dude, guys, that's some interesting stuff. So think about that when you start posting. If you're doing what you're doing for business purposes, think about it before you post. Is this a time when I get in here to look for, to have my time on Facebook? Not doing your work on Facebook, but having your actual time on Facebook. Is this the time that I go on to look at stuff? You know what I mean? So that's something I need to start thinking about more because I do a lot of posting, and sometimes I'll do like 3 or 4 posts, and then the next couple of days later, I'll do 3 or 4 posts. But I need to start breaking.
Can you hear me now?
We couldn't hear you, man.
Yeah, every once in a while.
I hope I didn't say nothing crazy because I thought maybe they couldn't hear me either. So there's no telling what.
No, every once in a while my connection, and I'm not joking. I live like a mile down the road from me is the Amish community. Literally, horse and buggies, man. Seriously, I'm not kidding you. So every once in a while we have a connection.
If you don't like, I like my technology. People ask me because I like, I'm like all into my car. I got a Challenger. I'm all into like tuning it and making it faster. And I'm like a little kid with it, But people are like, oh man, I like this 68, this whatever, like a 68 Challenger. And I'm like, Well, that'd all be okay if they could like take the shell off and put it on top of my car, because I like my heated seats and my push button, and I want to see if the air intake temperature is I can. You know, I like my amenities. But cool, man.
The greatest thing ever is a heated steering wheel, my man. Heated steering wheel.
Yeah,
especially in the Northeast.
Air conditioned seats. I'm in Texas. Don't forget.
So real quick before we hop off here, one thing I wanted to touch on that we went over today too is if you are doing videos, I would recommend mix it up with live stream and also tape some videos and post them. Start a YouTube channel. Here's why. As I told you today, Rob, and I think you were blown away by the number. Every day on YouTube, 5 billion videos are viewed. Let me say that again. 5 billion videos. YouTube reaches more people than any satellite and cable provider combined in the world. It's the biggest network between 18 and 49-year-olds in the world. So use YouTube. I mean, you see some of the big superstars, you know, Grant, Gary Vee, they're all using it. I mean, they are, you know, I think Gary Vee's got like 2.5 million followers on YouTube. And I mean, there's a kid that my little boy who's 11 who follows, he does toys reviews. He's got like 5 million people following him, and he does toy reviews. He's getting paid through YouTube. I think last year they said he made $1.8 million. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad nest egg. But use it, man. I mean, I've got a YouTube
channel, but it's just a matter of getting everything off and getting it on, and get uploaded here and download. It's a lot of work, man. Because I do most of my live stuff from here, but if you do live from YouTube, can you broadcast it here just the same?
On some there's software out there that will allow you to do that. Now, here's what I'll tell you though.
Well, because I like Facebook setup where I don't have to go through a whole bunch of hoops.
I know. But YouTube has so many hits, man, daily. You can't ignore it. Like, here's what I tell people. Okay, so everyone always flips out and freaks out about how do I get my SEO up, my search engine optimization. How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? Dude, you have all the resources out there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, even Snapchat, as much as I hate it. It is becoming a brand, unfortunately. Blogs. You know, blogs don't hurt. But exactly. So, but think about this.
Do all this stuff, man. I got so much information. I got so much stuff backed up. Dude, I got probably like 15 or 20 videos I need to get uploaded on YouTube. I've got like, I don't know, 15 or 20 articles or videos I need to get uploaded on my blog. It's like, there's just not enough time to get all that stuff up.
Well, I know, and you could play around with it. Maybe you do one YouTube video a week. So, you know, but it's a network that you got to be out there, because the more you post on different networks, all it is reaching different people. You know, let's face it. And there will be posts that will work on Facebook that do horribly bad on Instagram and Twitter. There might be some companies that do tremendously good on Instagram and suck it on Facebook because just what they're posting, what they're selling, what their product is. So, but the more you sprinkle it out there, the better off your results are going to be for someone to find you. And that's where people go wrong with social media, they run it like their website. You can't do that. It's not your website. What it is, it's a funnel to your website. That's what it is. You know, it's not, if you're just going to post sales ads, you know, engage with them, share community events, get the conversation going, because no one wants the sales pitch. No one. I mean, you know, look, the car business right now is changing so rapidly that there's car dealerships up here in my area. You're actually buying the car online, and you're going to go and you're going to pick your keys up, and then you're going to finally drive your car, but your paperwork is done. Done. You're going to walk in and your car's ready. You're going to drive it, come back, sayonara, you're on the dealership in 15 minutes.
I would never do that myself. I want to sit in, I want to smell, I want to feel it. I want to feel it accelerate. I want to know, I want to buy a pair of shoes like that. I mean, if I had to order them online because I couldn't find my size, I'll try to find somewhere at some point. You know, I wouldn't. But before that happens, I will not order stuff online without. I'd listen, because I think at the end. But once you're basically, though, it's still the same principle, the same old-fashioned basic rules of sales about building relationships and blah blah blah. Or it's still the same thing. It's just a different. It's a different platform that you're doing the same thing on, because back in the old days, you couldn't call people because, nobody hardly had a phone. You know what I mean? And you weren't, so the old-fashioned door-to-door salesmen weren't like getting in that same scenario. But now it's the same principle. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Social media stuff and stuff like that is a way that when you're even meeting people on a door-to-door level, say, look, these are the people that we help, and this is how we help them. These are like testimonies or whatever. But the way to get there is going to be through social media. I think when the baby boomer generation right now, because that's like in my industry, I'm in final expense, so the majority of our people are baby boomers, and there's a smaller percentage of baby boomers on social media, of course, than everybody else. Now, Facebook has more Generation Xers, I think, than it does even millennials, or what's the next group called, Centennials or something. They're coming along.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And a lot of the millennials and stuff are more like into Instagram, I would say, and I think we all
Instagram
now, but we don't know what the hell to do with it, right? Nobody knows what the hell to do with the LinkedIn account. It's like, I got one, it's there, but what do you do with it? It's like too much with it because you can't market or anything on there. And then you got what about Twitter? As far as if you're doing what we're doing, we're trying to build a following in a business without, we can't be quirky all the time every 5 minutes.
Twitter is probably the most difficult social platform to build a following behind. There's so much traffic on Twitter. It is very hard. I will tell you, to build a great Twitter platform, you've got to put a lot of work into it. A tremendous amount.
More of a type of deal, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, Twitter's a little bit different. You could post a few more times a day, but it's probably the toughest platform. It really is. And you got to remember too, Twitter is a completely different platform because, you got to watch the videos, bandwidth, it's more of a quick, here's a text, today at, ABC Motors, we're, sale on all red cars, something like that. But it takes a lot of work.
Do you use Twitter?
Huh?
Do you use Twitter?
I do.
Now, and everybody watches it. I don't use it. I mean, I got on there. I got on there because I'm a Howard Stern fan, so I was like looking for Ronnie Munn and everybody that's on the Howard Stern show. But outside of that, I have no interest in looking at people that do insurance or people I would target on there. Do you feel that most of what you do is just like seeing what the hell celebrities stupid thing they're doing next, or somebody?
Yes. I will tell you what Twitter is good for. Twitter is good. Believe it or not, one of the biggest industries that uses Twitter is the medical field.
Really?
Yeah, with little tips, updates. A lot of hospitals use Twitter. A lot of police organizations, first responders, stuff like that. School districts are getting now big into Twitter. That is great for that because you can get, you can send the alert. Boom. Hey, school's 2 hours late today, or what have you, something's going on. So those are great. If you're like, for what we do, it's a hard platform. Like for your insurance world, it would be very, very hard for you to find, I think, traction on Twitter.
So Paul said, so for insurance agents and Paul McMillan, he says, so for insurance agents and brokers, Facebook is probably the best. It jumped away. Hold on. Get back here. Probably the best bet for advertising.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think as my Generation X comes in, and there's some stuff I'm working on right now too that I don't want to get too deeply into, but it involves Generation X and how to start working that market a little stronger now. A way to approach that market without, before they're not as nostalgic yet as they're going to be down the road. So there's a way to target that. Yeah. But and so basically it's the same principles as what we do now. It's like, when's the best time approach? So the psychology of the sale still applies, and when we need to post as a business, because when do I go look at there? When if I see that, when I take time to look at it? If I'm in a rush working, even if I check my feed, I'm not looking as deep into things as I would if I'm just kind of chilling out on Saturday on the couch. So it makes sense. That makes a lot more sense to me. So if you're from a business standpoint, and this is the same stuff that people are talking about that they're charging like thousands of dollars for it too. You know what I mean? They're telling you, but they're just telling you the time instead of telling you where to find the time. So right. I think the big thing is knowing how to find it yourself, because look, I can't afford right now. I've got a lot of things going on and it's all coming together slowly but surely. Everything happens as fast as we want it to, but if we keep if we keep expecting it tomorrow, then maybe it'll get there. Instead of 2 years, it'll get there in a year. Because you keep planning on tomorrow. because you got to work towards that. But I think it's the same principle, guys. It's the same way you sell. There's certain days you don't go knock on a door. If you're in the Bible Belt, you're not knocking doors on Sunday. Now, trust me, I get it just like anybody else does. You know, these same people that are like, well, you shouldn't be working on Sunday. Well, you can catch them down there at the Gold. You know, the people will be like, hey, I need some fresh roses. They're working the waitresses and the guys cooking that food and the people washing their dishes to death. But heaven forbid you knock on their door on Sunday after they got their belly full from the Golden Corral and talking you shouldn't work on Sunday. But so, I mean, it's how it is. And if you live in certain places, you can't do certain things on certain times. So it's the same principle as posting here. Depending on who you're targeting, you know, what is that person's lifestyle like? And if it's something that you do for a living already, and that's what you're targeting, then what is your lifestyle like? When can you slow down and take time to see what it is I'm posting? And that's when you need to attempt to post it until you can see the demographics, correct?
Absolutely. And one of the biggest things that I tell my clients and everyone else is follow those insights. Look, these people, your followers, your fans, whatever, you know, clients, whatever you want to call them, when you're reading those insights, it's telling you what to do. It's the numbers are there. If you follow the numbers, you can have success. I mean, like I said, I don't know too many businesses that you could take a $200 advertising budget per month, put out there on Facebook ads, and reach the amount of people you'll reach. You cannot do it anywhere. You can't do it. There's nothing like it. And one of the cool things I told you, you know, let's just say you run a $200 ad and you're going to run it for 5 days. After day 2, you're like, wow, this thing's bombing, man. I'm not getting anything. Stop the money. You stop it. You could either do one or two things. You know, say you spent $25 of that 200, move the 175 to somewhere else. It's real-time reporting. You know, like there's, you know, when you go to the mail house, they print up 15,000 little direct cards that they're going to put in somebody's mailbox, which, by the way, has a less than normal in the car business. I'll tell you, has a less than 1% return on investment.
That's pretty much the average because people get so much of that junk in the mail. And
right.
They do something that really, when I was a satellite retailer, man, I was a satellite retailer for like 18 years. And like Dish Network, for instance, if they had extra in my region, if they had extra what they call MDF money, that's money they gave for advertising, they give it to me because if they call it, I'm selling it. If you call me and ask me what I'm selling about, my whole goal as a salesperson is to get you to ask me a question. If you ask me, I know I got it. I got 99 times out of 100, it's a sale. If I can get you to a situation where you ask me a question, and once again, it's the same thing. So if you get somebody to comment or engage, that's the same principle as getting them to ask you a question in the real world. I'm trying to relate this as a salesperson because we're all salespeople. And listen, salespeople that are good salespeople, but they're more analytical. You know what I mean? And then you have salespeople that we just go so hard and so fast forward. You got these for me. You got to explain it in the hillbilly terms for me. And that's how I'm seeing it. I'm relating it like that. You know, when to post and stuff. I'm not thinking about everybody else because that's a lot. It's hard thinking about 3 billion people. But I respond in that situation to doing what I do for a living, trying to target the people that do what I do, then this is the best time to do that. So once again, it's all about being honest with yourself, the psychology to sell the whole thing. You know, everybody wants to be liked. Be sure to like it, share it, save it. And listen, Michael, me and Michael have been talking. We got a few things that we're talking about together. We're going to be working together on a couple of different levels on some stuff. So I'm excited about that. So be looking for us. And guys, listen, I'm gonna stay on top of this, and we may come back and do a follow-up video and give you some more detail on some of these other companies. I like Pinterest. I don't know what to do with that. I got one automatic when I post on a blog. It goes to Pinterest. I don't know why. I don't even know what to do with it. I've got Snapchat. Don't have a clue what to do with it. It does some cool voice stuff, but that's about all I know. but I'm excited about where things are going, and I'm glad to know now because I don't think I'll spend so much time doing this stuff. I can sit down and make my videos and my memes and do that on a Sunday evening, and then I can start posting those at the times they need to be posted and not spend so much time doing that because I spend a lot of time on here, bro. Just building
you do. And here's the other thing too. Here's a last little tip of the night. Take time and schedule your posts. Schedule them. Take a day like your Sunday or whatever, your Monday, whatever. Schedule your 3 or 5 posts. schedule them out at your times, and then it's done for the week, man. It's like set it and forget it. It doesn't hurt your engagement. There for a long time, there was a big rumor, oh, if you schedule, it hurts your engagement. It does not. And there's also another rumor about using like third-party software to schedule your stuff. It does not hurt your engagement whatsoever. But, you know, just the major thing about social media is being consistent. You can't post something today and then come back March 10th and say, man, I don't get any engagement. Well, you went a month without posting something. So, or 2 months without posting something. So consistency is key with this stuff. It takes, but you know what? Here's the cool thing about social media, unlike any other form of marketing. You can hit that one home run, man. All it takes is one. One home run.
Before we wrap this up, you've seen some of these little videos I've been doing. So the quick tip with the renewable things, and I've got the caption on the bottom, and that takes a little bit of time because you know I'm kind of a hillbilly, so and I talk fast sometimes, so it's like skipping along. So I have to go in and correct it, and it takes a minute to do that. But like I did boost one to see how it would do on Facebook, and it did horrible. And then came back like on the last thing and said, well, you got too much stuff. So it said I had too much writing. Now, is it too much writing on the heading, or is it too much stuff going on my video?
On the video itself, just like an image. If you do a design and you put too much text in the actual design, the image, it will hurt your rankings, and it will very much destroy your boostability for it. So try to keep the text out.
On there, on my website, when I put that kind of stuff on there, I need not to do that.
No, don't have the text running, because I was actually going to tell you that when I looked at that video earlier today where I saw the text scrolling. It's cool, but it's actually hurting you because people are trying to follow the conversation, and Facebook's weeding that out because you're actually hitting them with text. So it actually hurts your boostability on it. Yeah.
Talk about the caption itself.
Yeah. The only thing I would do, I would put your website at the bottom. That's it.
Maybe
it's little.
Quick tip with the like that flat thing is fine, but not the scrolling.
Yep. I wouldn't do any scrolling.
I found that I had, and I had somebody that told me at some point, but I found it myself that I tend to get more engaged. But what is happening when I wonder if they're just like reading it and not actually opening it up like they're watching it. You know what I mean?
Right. They can mute you, and they're just going to scroll the words. But what it does is, just like on your website, if you have like a lot of images compared to text on your website, Google can't scan images. So it hurts your rankings. Same thing with the text and the image and videos. The more text and image you have, it hurts your rankings. Facebook the algorithm can't read it. That's why you got that message. Man, your boost didn't work because you had too much text. Yep.
So if I eliminate all the other text and just have the caption there.
Yeah, I think you'd be fine.
So let what I'm saying come up in captions.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would eliminate all that. The only thing I would have on there is your website. That's it. I would put that red line that you had at the bottom of that video I watched earlier. You know, whatever, robmartin.com, whatever. Have your website. That's it. Don't have anything else scrolling. Nothing. Because that's what's hurting you on your boostability.
I got you.
Yep.
What about, I don't keep beating a dead horse, but if I don't have the scrolling, what about a title, what it's about? No?
I would just be very careful about his text putting it in there.
I want to play with it a little bit because I mean, I've had a lot of positive feedback from people on those, so I'm like, but I mean, boosting it didn't help, but I swear I can boost it without the text and stuff on there.
Sure you can. Yeah. Guarantee you if you take the text away, the boost is going to go right through.
In my actual group, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because the subject is for they want to know if they open it, but we're all talking, they know I'm talking about something that we do. Right. Kind of changes the situation a little bit. But like me, I was watching those videos with the scrolling captions, man. I love those. Those are my favorite. I tend to engage in those more. Yep.
But on boostability, the laws of physics of social media will tell you that it kills your rankings.
So post them, but don't boost those. Boost a different type of.
Well, it depends. If you're looking to say, hey, look, man, I want to get the word out about this video, leave the text off and boost it. Try it. See what happens. But
I can video both ways. I can save it without text on it or anything on it. It's just the video. Right. I have a version with it. So I'm just wondering if I post the one in my groups that they can read it, and then
that's fine because you got your groups locked in anyway. So and then if you're going to boost it on a page or whatever, then just take it off and do it without the text. But text really hurts images and videos.
Wow. What about on Instagram?
Same thing.
Really?
Yeah, same thing. Because you got to remember, Instagram is now owned by Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
All right, YouTube.
YouTube's a little bit different. YouTube really doesn't hurt you with the scrolling text, but there's the algorithms for YouTube. I would say is probably about as old as any social media platform there is out there. They really haven't changed the algorithms in a long time with YouTube.
My face.
But they once again, they're getting to the point they want you to spend money. But once again, it's small, minute money. And if you're running a business, you're going to advertise that business, right? So advertise on a platform where you can maximize your dollars and get your max return on investment. I mean, like right now, car dealerships are switching to it to do their big sales. You know, they're stopping sending out their stupid, hey, come win a car, come win a TV. You know, like I tell my clients, do you want people to come in and fill out to win a TV, or do you want people to come in and buy cars? I don't know about you. I want people to come in and buy cars.
I was talking to my friend today, and I'm not going to name him because I didn't ask him for permission to do that. So wish I would have. I wish I would have asked him because I don't want to leave him out either if I don't have to. So, but he's got a product that he's been doing. He's been spending $1 a day. That's it on his actual page, and he's getting out to the point where he's picking up like 50 to 75 new likes a day on his page. That's
absolutely.
And just boosting his actual page. So yeah. So I guess what does the ad need to be like to put your, you know, like what? It's about that cover, right? What it says on the cover.
Well, no, there's a variance of options out there. There's actually, like the software we actually have a template for a Facebook ad on your Facebook cover. Is that what you're talking about?
If you're going to boost your page so people like your page,
I'll tell you one of the biggest things that will get a huge engagement: create an event. And you know what the event could be? Like my page. And boost the event. And I'll tell you why, because what we found from 2017 heading into this year, when you create an event and boost it, it gets like almost 3%, 3 to 8%, and that's a little bit of a gap there, but 3 to 8% higher engagement. It's crazy.
Boost my page event. Now, Great Watches just does that because there's a bunch of boost my page events.
Yep.
I
do it.
It's tipped on this, but because you know we were working some things out before we did this, but we typically I would like to boost this out on like a Saturday or something, like Sunday or so. Have it so people see it over the weekend and know it's coming up, and then just keep boosting it out there, but off the event, and usually have a lot better outcome on it. But
and also Facebook has a lot on business pages. You can actually fill out and spend $35 a month, straight $35. And they get you out, they promote your business and everything. They circulate it through geofencing, retargeting, target ads.
How do I do that? I'm in on that.
On your business page, you can go in and there's a setting for it. Sometimes they will even pop up in your business page. Hey, do you want to spend $35 a month to promote your business? Or you can click on the promotion button and it's probably in there. It's a great tool. $35 a month, man. And you're getting probably, even on a low side, maybe 50 to 125 new clients every month. But look at that if they transform into customers. See,
that's awesome information right there, man. Y'all need to write that down.
Another thing that people really get hung up on, man, I need 5,000 people on my Facebook page. I need 10,000 people. You don't. You need the people that are going to spend money with you. So use your target marketing. You can do target ads, get people in your area that are going to come to your business, buy your product, buy your services. And if you got 500 people on your page, make sure they're 500 people that are going to spend money with you. That's what you need. You don't need volume. You need numbers and mass of who's going to spend money with you. That's what you're looking for with this.
So now, do you need to have something like the Facebook pages to go in and set up what you're talking about?
Yeah, you probably want to
do that. You can't just do that on the actual page, can you? You're probably going to go to pages.
No. Like I said, that's why business page is the way to go, because then you can comment on stuff as your business page as well. So you can add comments, on your business page, and it's coming from your business, and it's a great way to engage with your community. And that's really what social media is. You have to treat this, it's your community. Be involved with your community.
So Facebook pages, now it looks like they've changed a lot. I haven't been on there in a while, but if you go to the Page app, it gives you a lot more information
Oh
like
yeah.
talking about, yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, man.
pretty cool.
Let me tell you something. I have a feeling by the year 2020, most of your e-commerce is going to be coming through social media. Look at it now. It's heading that way. Look at the marketplace now on Facebook. More people are selling stuff on Marketplace Facebook than Craigslist and everything else combined now. It's free to post. And it's
Yeah, I'm
traffic.
gonna get with you, and then I want to come back and do another video. Let's do another. I want to do another one of these with you.
Okay, perfect.
About how to go on here and set something. I want to know how to set that up, but I want to keep these guys. It's already 9:30. It's been an hour, so I don't want to drag this out too long.
Yeah, and
You've been
I'm sitting here. Not
man.
that I'm whining, but I've got like 100-degree temperature, man. I've been sick as a dog for like 4 days, so I'm like I'm ready for bed.
I had 100-something degree temperature after I took those 2 shots of Makers. I got to take to do these live videos, so I don't.
Oh man,
start sweating.
I could go for some Makers. So
especially it's cold up there where you're at, man. Hey.
Oh man,
guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you coming on. And what
thanks, brother.
Later, buddy.
Thanks, man. Bye bye.
Appreciate you watching. I think Justin's supposed to be on tomorrow night. I'm not sure what he's talking about. I wish I'd have got with him on it beforehand. I need to get better about that. But a lot of good information, knowing that you can boost your page out there, and Facebook will help you advertise it for $35 a month. That's pretty strong. I didn't know that, so I'm going to find out more about that. And if you want to hit me up, let me know, or hit Michael up. He's a great guy. He's a good guy to be friends with, obviously. He understands a lot of this stuff. And he's taught me a lot today in the last couple of days, just things we've talked about. So I appreciate you guys watching. And we'll see you guys next week on the Home of the Hustle.